Greetings in the name of Yahuwah and His Son Yahushua HaMashiach. My name is Malak Shalomo, and right now I'm in a live trade on ES in the pre-market. I already took a couple trades and I got stopped out. So entering the day red, trying to get a little pre-market early action here on the 4th of October 2023. The time is 9:22. We're about to open now, so I'm kind of back to my break-even point. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close these trades because the volatility of the open, I don't know what it's gonna do, and I'm not really gonna risk getting whipsawed for no reason. So right, so starting off the day there, you can see red on these two accounts, and let's see what happens for the rest of the day. I have a forex trade going on here, Euro USD, same kind of setup, but this one is working, so hopefully this one keeps moving in the right direction. Let's see, I'm trying to get to weekly cam S4, right? So weekly cam S3 to S4, right? So that's weekly cam. Let me just point it out right here. That's weekly cam S3. Trying to get to weekly cam S4 right here, right? So let's see if the Euro USD continues to work. Checking out the US dollar. The US dollar is pulling back now, so that's why I entered that's why I entered on the short trade on the ES, right? But for good judgment, I'ma just close that trade, right? So that trade is closed. Kind of roughly at break even. The US dollar is moving up still. That's good for the short trade setup, but now I'm kind of getting away from the Camarilla R3. Let me go back to the ES chart. Right, so this is my golden pivot zone. Let me just make this bigger real quick. Pull this across so it could be in view. Maybe it's too far. Okay. Right. Right, so that's R3 right there. R3 and the floor pivot and weekly value area low. So that's creating the golden pivot zone right there. So you see we had a nice rejection from there, but try to get in short after the breakdown of previous week's low, and I got stopped out a little bit. So let's see if I can enter again after the market opens. Let's see if we get a retest around these areas here. That's the VPOC, developing VPOC. You see it's moving up, right? So it moved up on price. Its price is breaking down from it. So that's a good short entry right there. But I gotta wait for the open. Right now you see how that wick right there is buying up. Maybe that'll happen at the open. Hopefully we get a push up to, let's see what, to 42.84, or maybe back to the highs at 42.82, right? Somewhere around here, I guess. And then I could get a good entry for the short. Let's see, it's 9:26. We got 4 minutes to go. Right. Euro USD looking like it's gonna get a little bounce here. And let's take a look at this right now. Look at bookmap and see what the setup is looking like. We have heavy liquidity up here at 42.87, probably 42.89, and more liquidity in this area here. So it's more liquidity above than below. So that should be pressing down on price. All right, so the US dollar is moving down again, maybe a retest of weekly cam R3. See, that's weekly cam R3 is providing support right now. It's in an overlapping higher value relationship, so moderately bullish. Hopefully it provides support and it pushes up from here back up to weekly cam R4 and previous month's high. I believe we already took out that previous month's high. Yeah, we took that out already, so I'm gonna take that off. Right, and just to point out this green line right here, that's moving around, bouncing around a little bit. That's the Euro USD, and this red line here, that's the ES. So when I'm looking at the US dollar chart, I can see how the Euro USD and the ES is moving at the same time. Right, Euro USD getting a little bounce here. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break even that trade. Just for the action, that the volatility that might happen at the open. All right, so we got like approximately 40 seconds to the open. Yeah, so I'm gonna just break even that in case it pushes up. I'm gonna get another entry probably at weekly cam S3. I'm trying to make a alert for that real quick. All right, so right now we're open. Let's see, the US dollar is looking like it wants to pull back a little bit. That'll give the ES a chance to move up and I could get a good entry, right? So it's moving up now. RTY is moving up nicely. There's a golden pivot zone for that as well. Let's see. Right here. All right, so we moving back up to previous week's low. And I could probably take that off as well because that's just a reference point right now. I don't really need that. We already broke down from that, so the price is looking like it's still reacting around there. So I'll leave it for now. So let's see how far this could get up. I have this blue line right here, that's the US dollar on the ES chart, and the VIX is this white line right here. See some real quick. All right, so we're pushing up on previous week's low, coming back up to the highs right here of 42.82. Think that's overnight high. All right, so we might get up to overnight high, back up to the golden pivot zone, and maybe get the entry up here. Let's see. It's already looking kind of weak though. VIX is pulling down, so US dollar pulling back. It should push up a little more. Right, looking over at bookmap here, we have some liquidity up there at 42.80. All right, so we're looking like we're breaking down the developing. Oh man, I paused it. All right, so we're pushing up off the developing puck right here. That's that yellow line on bookmap. So it's looking like we want to come take out this liquidity at 42.80. That's around my golden pivot zone. Right, the developing puck is moving up, price is moving up with it. Right, so looking like we're gonna break those highs right there. So we probably go in for overnight high, and I should get a nice entry here at the golden pivot zone. Let's see. All right, so the US dollar is pulling back, but not looking like it's selling off. So it's just pulling back a little bit. Maybe this will really be support and we can get the push up from there. All right, so let's see what's happening on the ES. Maybe this is the level they want to reject off of. I still think we might move a little higher though. On bookmap, we're at the volume point of control, developing volume point of control, which is approximately 42.74. We just got that bounce off of that right there, which is kind of, well, it's at 42.73.25. So this is the developing puck right there. That's this dotted white line, well, dash white line. So price is bouncing off of that right now, probably heading up to the golden pivot zone, hopefully. All right, Euro USD is working. That's selling off. What's the US? The US dollar is pushing up. All right, so I gotta get ready to short now. If the US dollar is pushing up, the VIX isn't pushing up as yet though. See, the VIX is still pointing downwards. The US dollar is pushing up. That's that blue line right there. All right, so you see that pattern right now, that kind of I think they call it like a hangman pattern when it's pushing, when we have like a hammerish candle with a big wick at the bottom to the top of price action. It's kind of like a hangman candle. So Okay, so we're getting the push through here. Might really come to take out that overnight high though. That'll be a really nice spot to take a short, or even if it takes out the overnight high and hits the floor pivot at 42.83, 42.84. That'll be a good spot right there to short if it shows signs of weakness. You see RTY is looking kind of weak. It's looking kind of weak. The Russell 2000 is at the developing VPOC right here and it's rejecting off of that already. So this is looking like it wants to sell off. So you see how it's selling off before the ES. So that's another signal for me that I could probably take a short somewhere around here at the overnight high. Secure some profits here on Euro USD. It's looking like it's making a move. US dollar pulling back, giving the ES room to move up. All right, RTY, Russell 2000 got support at VWAP. That's pushing up as well. So this is looking really bullish. So VIX is still pointing downwards. So can't really enter short yet. I gotta see a little signal here to where maybe the US dollar gets support. And now we could start thinking about shorting here. If not, then gotta watch out for that short squeeze. Right, let me go down to my faster time frame on the 15-second chart. So we having a nice rejection here. Let's see. Put some alerts here, see if I could get the US dollar to, if it's gonna push up or what. Right, I'm gonna take a short here. For my stop. Let's see, stop was executed at 42.83.75, so I'll do the same thing. 42.83.75. That's right at the pivot level. All right, so it's moving in profit now. Let's see if it keeps going or I have to stop out. All right, so on bookmap, we're coming down to the developing volume point of control at 42.74 again. So let's see what it does down there. As well here you can see it's at 42.73.25. All right, US dollar is moving up. That's looking good. That's looking good. Euro USD, that's selling off. It's at a support level. Let me put a alert here for when it breaks down. Right, Russell 2000 coming back to VWAP. This trade still isn't really that safe. You can still get a push up here from this red line right here. That's the upper VWAP deviation band. So anything above that is still bullish. So let me see if it'll bounce from there or not. All right, looking like we're losing that. That's good. Let me put an alert here at developing park. Right, so let me adjust my stop right now to break even. 42.79. Alright, so I'm gonna hold on to that. So it's right now it's a free trade. Can't have any losses on it. Let's see if we keep going. Right now over on bookmap, let me show you what it's doing on bookmap. Alright, so you see we're bouncing off this developing puck right here. Volume point of control, just got the big seller. Alright. That's a nice rejection right there. Hopefully it breaks down even more. Right, you can see that big seller right there. Right, so that's kind of like a double top going on right there. Hopefully we get the continuation lower. All right, volume, the developing puck moved up on it, moved up on price. So for the trade to keep working, we have to lose the developing puck. All right, sellers got to step in here and push down. All right, let's see if that's going to happen. And this was an iceberg order right here. You see that right there? That was an iceberg order. So it's looking like it was an iceberg seller. Right, so that was a hidden order that executed right there. All right, we have a retest now of the developing puck. Let me see if it's going to push up from there or if it's going to lose it. So we have an auction going on right here, you see, between these levels. And now we're looking like we're going to lose that level at 42.73. All right, so we broke down, retest again. So that's another kind of double top. You see we lost it right now, big seller. All right, so this trade is looking good. This trade is looking good. Let me see if I can make some adjustments and secure some profits here. Let's see, we had 42.72. I'm gonna secure 42.76.75. Hopefully I don't get whipsawed. So that stop loss is just above this upper VWAP deviation band right there, which is at approximately 42.76.25. Right, so we're moving down nicely. We gotta break these lows here. The initial balance low so far is 42.68. So let's see if we can break the lows right now. So you see, we did come up and take out overnight highs. So that's one of the statistics in trading, that usually you either take out the overnight high or overnight low. It's looking, let's see here. Let me see something here. So we could possibly get to overnight low. I mean, if we get a good sell-off, a nice sell-off. Camarilla S3 is at 42, 41.50. So my target is gonna be S3. All right, we got weekly cam S4 to contend with here. Make an alert for that. All right, so we're getting some retracement. Maybe it'll stop me out here. All right, that should be stopped out. Let me see. Yep, so stopped out. Recovered some of the loss. Let's see here if we get another entry. All right, so one thing I gotta notice right now is if we don't get no continuation, we're not getting any follow through. So no follow through to the downside. This is a bullish kind of setup right here, right? No follow through to the downside. We have a higher low. It might come back to retest these levels again, or retest these highs. So let me see what's up. See, Euro USD still looking okay. See, the US dollar isn't really pushing up. That's why we got that push up on the ES. We had this pullback right here from this run up, right? This 3-bar run up, but there's a lot of wicks to the top side. So maybe the US dollar is pulling back probably to weekly cam R3. It's already below Camarilla S4. This is Camarilla S4 right there. So we gotta probably retest that and pull back again. So not too sure of the bearishness right now. All right, so Euro USD is looking good. The US dollar is pushing up. Euro USD is selling off a little more. I could secure some more on Euro USD right here. Russell 2004 fell out of the sky, man, damn. So that means I'ma take another short. If the Russell 2000 is looking that weak, I'ma jump back in and let's see how it rolls. This entry isn't too great, so I gotta watch out for. All right, this is moving down nice. This is moving down nice. Let me see, the VIX is pushing up. You see that white line right there? The VIX is pushing up now. Right, so the VIX got a kind of double bottom right there. That's pushing up. This blue line right here, that's the US dollar, that's pushing up. So the trade is looking good now. I still don't really trust this US dollar at the Camarilla S4 level. I gotta watch my trade. You see how it's bouncing around there? Alright, I'm gonna close this for now. Let me just see what's going on here with the US dollar at this weekly, not weekly, but Camarilla S4 level here at 13,177. Because this could just be a retest of that to pull back down. Because we're actually in a downtrend right now, so I gotta be mindful of that. So I secured a little bit here on these trades. So green on the day. Just trying to be nimble and manage this trade properly. Let me secure a little more here on Euro USD because I don't think the US dollar is going to push up from this point. I think it's going to reject over here, and I could probably start looking for a long back to the golden pivot zone on the ES. But RT, the Russell 2000 is looking real weak, man. I don't know. It's conflicting kind of signals happening right now. But you see that wick right there on ES? I'm thinking we're gonna push up today. Let me take a step back and look at this. We could possibly retest this level, this breakdown level here at weekly cam S3. We could probably get back up to weekly cam S3. Push through the golden pivot zone, but we gotta have we have rising volume here on the 1 hour chart. So this is looking kind of bullish. That's why sometimes you gotta step back and look at this from a slower time frame. We had the sell-off, no continuation, and then we had some bullish, two bullish candles. We had another pullback here, but now we're getting support at the same level at the IB low, 42.68. You see that wick right there? Let me just make it bigger. So right now it's basically indecisive, you know. I think the cause of that, we maybe have some news. Let me just refresh this. Let's see here. What time is it? 9:55. Right, we have ISM services PMI coming out at 10 a.m. So that might be the cause for the slowdown. They're gonna see what's gonna happen here now. Let me take a look at the bonds. Bonds gapped up, so that's, yeah, all of this is looking kind of bullish. I think we're looking kind of bullish on the day. We have a big gap up in the bonds today. See that gap right there? See. We gap up from that area right there. So that's the gap up open. Looking like we're gonna continue. We already broke Camarilla R4. Right, so that yellow line right there is Camarilla R4. This one is R5, so we probably heading up to R5. Let's see. Let's open up copper. Copper is looking weak though. So I have conflicting signals right now, man. Oh, this is the daily. I gotta go down to the 5 minute. My bad. My bad. All right, so it's still looking bearish, but we're at the bottom of this volume profile. We're getting a little buying coming in there. Right now we're back up to the high volume node, getting some rejection. So let's see, US dollar back at the Camarilla S4 level, still not pushing through there. Set some alerts here. Euro USD stopped me out. All right, that's cool. Russell 2000 still selling off, and the ES is just in balance right there around the mid, but still losing the volume point of control though, which again is this dash white line right here. You see this line pulling up, developing volume point of control, and now it's moving around, bouncing around with price, waiting for price to make a move. Either it rejects off of that and loses it, or it pushes up. Right, so the US dollar attacking this Camarilla S4 level though. So maybe this weekly cam R3 is support and it's gonna continue higher from here, but I gotta see if it pushes up above this though before I think about taking a short. The Russell 2000 is really leading the way to the downside. All right, so the VIX is looking like it's doing another double bottom right here. US dollar looking strong, pushing up again. And again, that's that blue line right there, right? And the VIX is this white line right here. And this other white line, that's VWAP. That's VWAP moving across there, right? So we had the developing volume point of control, and okay, so the news came out, and now we're getting a push up. So let's see if that's gonna sustain itself or if it's gonna break down. Or maybe we'll get another entry here at the golden pivot zone. So that'll be like a tree top. If we get that, that's a good signal. If it comes back here and creates treetops. Right, you see I'm not rushing into price. All this volatility, that's just whipsaw action. I can't really jump into that because where am I gonna put my stop loss, you know, when it's moving around like that? If it continues, the most I could look to do is jump in on a IB low breakdown retest. And even that it'll be in front of VWAP, so that'll be kind of tricky as well to get through VWAP. So this might be it for me today. Let's see. So we had the US dollar chart now pushing above CAM S4, but still whipsawing. So I gotta see what direction it really wants to take. The ES broke down from, let me show you on bookmap. Right, so the ES broke down from the volume point of control here. heading down to VWAP. But with this big sell-off here, I couldn't really jump into that. Maybe we get a retest here of like 42.70, and that should be a decent entry to continue lower, but looking like it's just selling off. Right, so it's looking like confirmation that the US dollar is pushing up, and Russell 2000 selling off big, and ES selling off big. So I didn't get my entry. Let's see. Right, so maybe a breakdown of VWAP and a retest. Let me go to my faster time frame, see what I could do around here. Right, so retesting VWAP right now. Maybe it's gonna lose VWAP. But still, I'm not in a rush to jump back into this because price action is still volatile. Right, so you see the price action here on the 15-second chart. I'm not really getting any confirmation as to what price wants to do at VWAP. One thing I could say is not pushing up above, mostly is below it. So maybe I might take a short. All right, looking like we're on the US dollar pushing back up on weekly cam R4. Euro USD selling off. Russell actually getting some support. Kind of bouncing around at Camarilla S3. ES retesting weekly cam S4. I don't know, man. Let me check out my volume profile chart. All right, so losing VWAP, right? I mean VPOC right there and VWAP. So let's see. I still gotta wait for this to settle down. It's still not confirming that it wants to move. All right, so these guys are speaking as well. So Fed Schmid is speaking, and then we got crude oil stocks change and gasoline stocks change. Fed Goolsbee is speaking at 10:30 a.m. as well. But right now, Fed Schmid is speaking, so uh, yeah, this isn't really a good time to All right, so you see on bookmap here, we're bouncing around VWAP, which is that purple line right there. That's VWAP. This is the developing volume pointer control. So we're below that. So we're basically short. You know what I'm saying? It's on the weaker side of the trade right now. We having this auction here back and forth around VWAP. I would say it's looking like more selling, but this is big buying coming in here. So it's looking like it's choosing a direction. It's looking like it's heading lower. All right, so I'm gonna take a short here. Trying to move with the momentum. I don't think I'm gonna stay in this trade long though. Let's see if we get some momentum to the downside. My stop is at 42.65, so let's see here, 42.65. All right, it's already pulling back. And 42.65 is actually VWAP on bookmap. So let's see here. Yeah, 42.65.50. That's VWAP here on TradingView. So we have some momentum to the downside. So let me see if I could capture that momentum to the downside. I don't think I want to stay in this trade too long. This is lower VWAP deviation here at 42.54. So let's see if we could get to shoot down there real quick. And I think I might close out my trade at that level. Let's see what's happening there, pulling back. It's looking like it wants to stop me out. All right, close that trade. All right, so we got stopped out. Yeah, that's why I wasn't liking this. But you know what? Right here on this rejection of VWAP, this retest, I'm gonna take another entry right here. And VWAP should hold as resistance. 42.67.75 is the stop. So let's see. I like this retest here of VWAP. So let's see if VWAP can hold as resistance again, and we get the momentum to drop down now. Down to the lower VWAP deviation here at 42.54.25. Anything above VWAP again, and I'm gonna close the trade. Yeah, I'm not getting the momentum to the downside anymore. Right? Hopefully VWAP holds as resistance. It's not looking too good though. All right, we need some momentum to the downside. So hopefully it'll start coming in now, but they're still getting buyers right there at the open. 42.62.75 yesterday's open in the ETH. Yeah, I'm not feeling this right now. I think I'm gonna get stopped out again. Yeah, probably gonna get stopped out. Alright, so stopped out here. Oh, we have a nice loss today. Shit. Alright, so let's see. Alright, things are topsy-turvy. Let's see. Getting this rejection off a weekly cam R4 on the US dollar. Russell 2000 have support here at the mid. Euro USD getting support. Back up at VPOC on the volume pointer control. I'm gonna take another short here because I think this is where we could get some rejection here, this volume pointer control. Stop is at 42.71.25. All right, let's see if we could lose VWAP again. If not, then today is a bust. Again, my goal is right here at 42.54.50. Let me go to the 5-minute chart. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see the US dollar. US dollar is looking like it wants to push through weekly cam R4. Hopefully it does. That'll save my P&L today. Probably get back up to this level here. Let me put an alert on this. All right, we're getting some momentum to the downside on the trade. Let's see. Looking at bookmap here, we have liquidity here at 42.60. Let's see if we can break through that. If we break through that, then I'd say the trade is cool to head lower to probably like around this area here, 42.50. Right, we getting another push up right there. Let me see. Okay. My entry point is at 42.67.50. All right, so that's safe so far. Russell selling off again. Damn, this is pulling back on me crazy, man. I might have to break even this right here. Because you moving too crazy right now. Yep, stop me out again. Man, this shit is crazy today. Trying to think if I should just call it quits or what. Now it's moving down again. Man. Oh wait, I didn't get stopped out on this trade. On the paper trade. Damn. It just closed it off for good measure, just to stay in sync with what I'm doing. I mean, we getting these wicks at the bottom here, but I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to switch to taking a buy up to the golden pivot zone or what. As soon as I do that, it just pulls back. Where's my stop at 42.62.50? Yeah, that's kind of close. Damn. All right. So let's see. Trying a long position here at let's see, my entry is at 42.60. What is it? 42.66.50. And I don't think it's a good trade, to be honest. And I don't think my stop is in a good place either. Yeah, let me come out of this crap. Yeah, I already took my losses for today. That's so right. So I think that's it for me today, man. I took my losses today. Um, Trying to consider if I could go for the momentum to the downside. Probably kind of get whipsawed here, man. I maybe need to. Let's try one more short. Let's see if we could get some movement here to the downside, because this is still looking like it wants to push lower. right, so give it a little room there at 42.69 on my stop, and let's see what it does. Let's see if we can head down to Camarilla S3. 42.42. See, the momentum is picking up to the downside, and let's see if we can maintain the momentum and get down to Camarilla S3. That was my original target, so let's see if we get there. It's not gonna be a big profitable day anyway because I gotta regain these losses. So let's see here if it works out. At this point, these are one of the trades now where I gotta just sit and leave it let it play out. If it does come back to hit my stop, then it's gonna be a big red day, and just gotta let it play out. So this might take some time. So we're heading up to an hour on the video right now. It's 10:25. I don't think I'm gonna record the whole thing, but I'm just gonna leave my stop like this. I'm gonna wait till the initial balance at 10:30 and I'll probably cut it off. Let me check out what the US dollar is doing. It's kind of slowing down here at weekly cam R4. We gotta push through that. If we push through, then the trade will continue to work. If not, and we get this rejection right here, it's definitely the trade will fail. Right, so it came back to the break-even point. And let's see if it's gonna push down from there. We got the US dollar creeping above Camarilla S3. That's that green line right there. Next stop is this 61 fib line resistance. Right, gonna add to the position right here just to get the momentum down. Right, so it's looking like it's working. We're pushing down. Right now the P&L is back to break even. We're back in profit. So let's see if it continues. If I could get down to Camarilla S3, that would be perfect. Right, I'm keeping an eye on the US dollar. We pushing out the VWAP right now. So gotta keep an eye on that. So I might just quickly scalp this if it starts to reject off of VWAP. The US dollar right here at this white line. All right, first signs of rejection. Yes, still kind of pushing down. All right, good, good, good. All right, still pushing down. Okay, looking like we're getting some momentum here. The US dollar still stalling a little bit. I'm gonna close this trade right here. Yeah, I just had to scalp to kind of get back my P&L to profit, but I can't really stick in this trade, man. This trade right now, certain levels like that VWAP level for the US dollar to push up against and the 61% fib line resistance, it's not really a good look for this trade. So got back green on the day. 353 on this one, 176 on this one. You see we're pulling back right now. You see what's happening there. So yeah, I'm good on the day right now. Let's see what's happening in news. 10:30, crude oil and stuff is coming out. I'm sure it's 10:30 now. Yep. So yeah, that was my trade for today. It wasn't really that great. Had to recoup the losses and stuff like that. So I just saw like a momentum opportunity there, kind of stacked up on I think I was at one point I was at almost 50 contracts. So it was basically a scalp to get back to green, you know. It's like I said in the trade setup video, you gotta be nimble with this stuff, man. This stuff is it's not easy. Trust me, it's not easy. You gotta look at a lot of stuff and just be nimble, man. You gotta be nimble. You gotta be quick on your decision making and stuff like that. You see how I added, let me just make this bigger here. So you see how I added to the position and stuff. First I went with 24 contracts, then added to it right there and just got the scalp, right? So that kind of saved my P&L. I think this was the first one right here, right at 42.61. Added to the position right there at 42.58.75. Got the drop down to 42.56 and close it out there because I saw the rejection. This is a lower high at 42.54.50 compared to this candle right here at 42.54.25. Although just one tick, it's still significant coming up to the initial balance. So just cut it off right there, you know, maintain the profit. All right, y'all, it's Malak Shalomo. I hope you all enjoyed the live trading. I know when I was learning to trade, I really wanted to see live trading, not just like trade recaps, because trade recaps you don't get to see the decision making like how you can see I'm looking at certain things play by play, chart by chart. So this is what I wanted to see when I was learning to trade. So, and I'm still learning to trade, man. This is a long process, you know. And I heard someone say, well, one of the traders that inspire me, his name is Tor. He's from BBT family. He trades stocks and sometimes he trades futures as well. And he said on Twitter the other day that this is like this would take you like about 4 years to actually start seeing some profits. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that tells you this is a get rich quick scheme is definitely lying to you, man. You know what I mean? So I've been doing this for a couple of years now, man. It's probably pushing on 3 years, maybe going on 4 years right now. And I'm just starting to get like the real hang of it, you know? Like being this nimble, the way I make these decisions that you saw here, going from red, like 600 red, coming back to green, you know. So it takes time for your mind to absorb everything that needs to be learned with trading. And then even though you know these things, right? Like you could learn the technicals in like a couple months, right? You still need the experience of seeing the chart day by day, day by day, day by day to actually have the whole picture in your mind to make quick decisions like what I just did. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, y'all. Hope you all enjoyed this. It's Malak Shalomo, and I'm gonna probably do a video tonight for the trade setups. All right, y'all. Trade safe. See you all tomorrow. Stay blessed.